Hey there, this is Sheryl Lee Ralph, and you're listening to Rickey Smiley online. Ooh, I love you, Rickey. Mwah! Delta love for Rickey Smiley. Yes, bruh.
First, thank you for taking the time to join me today, and congratulations on another year of DIVAS Simply Singing.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's the 30th year, which I can hardly believe, which actually it makes me a medical marvel, because if it's 30, that means I must be 35. So I'm just so happy.
Nice. And before we hop into the event, how are you holding up? 2020's kind of been a really wild year for a lot of people.
2020 has been a witch of a year. And for us, you know, it really started out early. I was all set. Cameras were about ready to roll on a brand new pilot for ABC called Harlem's Kitchen. Myself, Delroy Lindo, and an incredible cast. And we got shut down the day before we were supposed to start. So we've been on hold with ABC the whole time. You know, they've been great. They've been in touch. But we all look forward to going back to shoot that pilot. And just as I got settled in, my uncle, who was so beloved by our family, was a victim of COVID-19, and we lost him, and it was just horrible. So I learned very early in this that COVID is very real, and it just does not discriminate. And soon after I lost my uncle, Senator Hughes, you know, my husband, he lost his uncle as well. So for us, it's been very real.
Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that about your uncles.
Me too, because they were so wonderful, and you know, they just deserved so much more. But you know, early then there was nothing more to give them, so that was very sad.
Yeah, and I think now more than ever, people are taking their health a lot more seriously if they weren't already.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because if they were, we wouldn't have to fight people to wear masks.
True.
We wouldn't be having public arguments about why you should wear a mask. And it's just crazy. You know, it's so bothersome. And then you've got cities and townships who cannot hold up to the public pressure of people who don't want shutdowns. Now they're trying to open up their own health departments and such. And it's just going from bad to, as we would say in Jamaica, wassara.
Yeah, you know, that is funny. So I'm here in New Jersey, in the New York area, where I guess like we are taking it very seriously. So it is kind of funny to see. Not funny, but it is kind of, I guess, crazy to see other states' perspective on it, because I did totally forget about the South and all those anti-mask riots and stuff, or not riots, but protests and stuff like that.
And it's very, very difficult. There was a story that I heard of an older gentleman who was dying, and his daughter said to him, "I'm so sorry that this COVID has happened to you." And he was so sure it was not COVID. On his dying bed, he would not accept that it was COVID. That's how deep the disbelief is. That's how deep the denial is. And just like yesterday was World AIDS Day, we used to say, you know, you don't let denial be deeper than your grave. And now we're seeing these same things. Back then, you know, people didn't want to use condoms. It didn't feel good. It's not the right size. People are going to think that I'm sexually active. Well, you are, Blanche, you are. And it was just like, what is all of this with people not wanting to follow the science and do what's right? And they all want to create their own science, which I find very disheartening.
Yeah, I guess it's all about freedom, even with the AIDS thing too.
Yeah, and that kind of freedom gets you what? Infected or dead. We've seen it happen before. You know, back in 1918, they say it wasn't until the people wore the masks, it was too late, and millions had lost their life. Why would we choose to repeat it? Why?
Yeah, but yeah, but the good thing is there are now organizations that are spreading awareness, much like your organization.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we do. I mean, I can't tell people enough, and I have a whole collection. Wear your mask. Wear your mask and wash your hands. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. I mean, my God, if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for somebody else. And that somebody else might be somebody that you love, or heck, somebody else loves. You know, just be considerate. Don't be selfish. It's like all about, what about me? What about how I feel? What about I need? You know, it's more than you. It's more than you.
For sure. Are you selling those masks on your website?
Girl, please, we got all kind of masks on. Well, it's shopwithsheryl.com. We got all kind of masks on the website. We are like, it was so crazy. It started out with that vote mask. You know, I was so sure all year long that the vote was going to be very important. So I put out that vote mask, and it just caught on, and it was everywhere. Then everybody else was like, what else you got, girl? What you got, Diva? So we created shopwithsheryl.com, shopwithsheryl.com, Sheryl with an S. And people have been going there. They've been getting their headbands. I say, look, your crown has already been paid for, so you might as well wear it. So if you go to my site today, put in code DIVA, and you will get $10 off of every headband. Put in the code DIVA when you check out and get your headband, get your crown, and wear it.
Yes, please. Wear your mask, wear your crowns.
Absolutely. It's so important. You feel good and you look good.
Yes. So I read that your 30th annual DIVAS Simply Singing production is the longest consecutive running musical AIDS benefit in the U.S. And
how about that? Us.
Yes.
Us people of color. I thought in my mind very early on in the fight against AIDS that if sex could be a problem for men, women could not be far behind. At that time, you know, people told me I was crazy. They told me to shut up. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I always believed that there was a natural connection between male and female. No matter what your sexual preference is, I may not be your lover, but I'm definitely your mother. And if you're lucky, I'm your friend. And so that was, you know, the start of my whole fight, because if it became a woman's problem, it would become a family problem. And now in Southern American states, one of the fastest growing groups to become infected with the virus that causes AIDS, HIV, Black women. So I continue to raise awareness. In fact, tonight on our site, DIVASSimplySinging.com, DIVASSimplySinging.com, we're going to be sharing real women's real stories around HIV and AIDS. I got a few actors, I got a few women who are actually HIV infected to tell these stories. Sometimes I Cry, and it'll be on 8 o'clock tonight and tomorrow night, 2 parts, on DIVASSimplySinging.com. Information, raising awareness. It's important.
Perfect. And who are some of the guests we can expect to see? Who are some of those actors?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I did a film for BET Her called Like, Comment, Subscribe, and Young Jasmine Love. I just said, you know what? She's an up and coming. She's working on her skills as an actress. She's going to be one. A few years ago, on the cover of Essence magazine, there was Ray Lewis Thornton, and the headline read, "Young Black female dying of AIDS." Well, 30 years have passed and she is living. So she's going to be a part of it. I don't know if you remember back in the day, young Hydea Broadbent, who was introduced to us on the Oprah Winfrey Show. She sat next to Magic Johnson, and the things that the adults could not say about AIDS, this child was saying. And everybody said, you know, listen to her because she's going to be dead soon. She's just turned 35 years old. So she's going to be a part of it as well. Shalia was in the movie about the Clark sisters. She played Dorinda. So I got her to play a character way different than Dorinda. So those are some of the people that you've got to look forward to in Sometimes I Cry. And then you've got Divas on Saturday night. Whoa.
Nice. Now, for those who don't know, what inspired you to create this?
Oh my goodness. You know, I created DIVAS Simply Singing and the Diva Foundation because I was an original company member of Dreamgirls on Broadway. And of all the wonderful things we've done, people don't talk about the fact that we lost just about 1/3 of our original company. 1/3 of the original company to AIDS. Not HIV, to AIDS. And they were good people. They were kind people. They were somebody's friend, father, sister, lover. And I just refused to let my friends go unremembered. So I created a living, breathing memorial that has become DIVAS Simply Singing, the longest consecutive running musical AIDS benefit in the United States.
I love to hear it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm so excited that we're going to be on TV this year.
And I was just going to ask too, how would you compare last year to this year?
First of all, Divas has always been wonderful in person as a concert. But now to be televised, we're going to reach millions of people. And we're also going to be live streamed. So if you're in Los Angeles, in the California area, you can go to KTLA, that's Channel 5, and you can watch the show. 7 o'clock, starting at 7 o'clock. Pacific time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but you can start to watch the show. And if you're not in this area, you can live stream it on DIVASSimplySinging.com. And I encourage everybody, don't wait till the concert. Start logging on early. See some of the panels. Listen to some of the information that we're bringing every day this week in DIVAS Health Awareness Week. My mother used to always say to me, prevention is better than cure. So I hope that people will listen. I hope that they will arm themselves with information and then get ready to be happy for the concert, because these artists have brought themselves and their generosity of spirit and performance, and it's just amazing.
Yes, and a week full of it. So make sure you guys watching, tune in for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see Leslie Odom, Brian Stokes Mitchell, Olita Adams, Stephanie Mills, Anthony Hamilton, John McReynolds. I mean, it's an incredible lineup. At one point, I had to stop people and I had to say, I thank you so much, but we don't have any more room. And what's amazing, what all of these artists did was they took their songs and they recreated them for the show. So you've got something very, very personal and very wonderful. And it's just a special way of giving for this very unusual holiday season.
For sure. Now, do you have anything planned for the upcoming holidays?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm going to give thanks. I'm going to thank God for keeping me COVID free. I'm going to thank God for being able to wake up in my right mind, stand up by myself and shake it off and start all over again. I'm going to keep it low key and quiet with my family.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Can't wait to see it tonight through December 6th. You guys check it out.
Please do. And if you need some good reading over the holiday, download my book, Redefining Diva 2.0. It's an Audible book read by me, sung by me, music by me. So you get to experience the whole book. Plus I write some stories, rewrite some stories and add a bit more to it. So it's great holiday listening. And I've been told it makes a great holiday gift. So that's my book, Redefining Diva 2.0.